Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Mike Dombrowski, Corporate Treasurer Advisor at Rowe, to discuss startup operations in 2023 and why the objective is the preservation of capital, risk management, and income generation. Mike, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks for having me, Jill. Great to meet you and the team as well.
All right, thanks so much. What's the first principle here?
I think the first principle for me primarily is don't be static. Right? Any dollar that is not being put to use to earn for your company, go ahead and ends up losing buying power and can result in a net negative real rate of return. So the idea here is the Fed is going to continue raising interest rates, take advantage of that opportunity, and make sure you're putting your cash to work.
Why take a hard look at your investment policy now?
The investment policy is very crucial to the whole set of all cash management and treasury. The thing is, what was good 6, 12 months ago is now possibly not even useful for you anymore. Markets have changed. Your company has changed. It's time to take a hard look at it, review the policy, make sure it's still functional for you and where it needs to be going into the future.
What does effective treasury require?
Excuse me, pardon me?
What does effective treasury require?
Sorry. Consistency, right? This is a complex type of topic, right? So if you're not consistent with it, you can fall behind the curve there. Right. One of my favorite examples is you need to start thinking about tactical allocations, maturity matching, bond ladders to effectively manage duration. One of my favorite examples, right, is bond laddering, right? We have a SaaS company. One of the largest expenses every quarter and every year is Snowflake. We've been able to effectively leverage a bond ladder to offset that cost, and in some quarters actually paid for it. So the rise in interest rates and using these tactical tools go ahead and allow them to actually extend runway and earn on their cash.
And Mike, how important is it to consistently engage with the board?
One of the largest and most important things in cash management and treasury, right? When you're effectively communicating with your board, you're doing two things. First is you're making the internal team all on the same page of how corporate cash is going to get managed. And then two, which is even the most important or the largest portion, is the company and the board knows that you're managing the capital prudently, right? So therefore, they know that you're doing what's best interest of the company and providing value for the company in the future.
And so how does Rowe work with growth companies?
Right. Rowe Prime Treasury and Rowe as a whole we are a financial company looking to make finance frictionless for those companies. Rowe Prime Treasury is one cog of the full platform where we help with the full cash management and treasury process, everything from implementing investment policies, building portfolios for them, adjusting them, and reporting back to them every quarter and or month.
Right. And Mike, this question might seem a little bit elementary, but I want to dial back for a minute here. Is there a difference between Treasury and the CFO's division, or is that underneath that vertical? What's the difference?
Yeah, the CFO is usually at the top of the chain. Then from there is the Treasury and then the cash management, and it trickles down to your FP&A as well. So the CFO is the top portion of the pyramid.
All right. And finally, how can we find your team?
Yeah, you can simply find the team overall for Rowe at www.rho.co. And then if you want, you could also follow the www.rho.co/treasury to get to Rowe Prime Treasury to learn more about our product.
All right, Mike, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thanks, Joe.